Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, at the occasion of the European Day of Remembrance for the Righteous, I would like to wish you a warm welcome to the workshop Remembering in the Future, Policies and Practices of Remembrance to Prevent the Mass Atrocities. I would like to especially thank to my dear colleague Niccolò Rinaldi for taking the initiative of organizing this high-level study day. Unfortunately, I cannot join you in this important discussion today in the European Parliament. The reason for this is that I am taking part in a fact-finding mission in the occupied territories of non-self-governing Western Sahara to investigate the living conditions of the Sahrawi people, a people which has been victim of oppression and mass violence since many decades and still is. European colonialism has brought great suffering across the globe, and still a lot has to be done today to cope with this legacy. But also more recent difficult episodes of our common European history still have to be collectively processed by our societies. A few examples being the two world wars, the fascist and communist dictatorships established in Europe after the Second World War, and the wars and conflicts that resurfaced after the end of the Cold War, such as in former Yugoslavia, where I am coming from. These conflicts have all had components of nationalism and exclusion of groups rooted in past grievances which we have not yet come to terms. Understanding this is very important because today, more than ever in times of economic and financial crisis, we run the risk of once again resorting to politics which marginalize entire segments of our population. It is our collective duty to prevent the re-emergence in Europe or anywhere in the world of such ideologies that point the finger at scapegoats, most of the times religious or ethnic minorities. Examples of the past have clearly shown that hate speech is often the first step to taking violent actions against marginalized minority groups. Wherever the situation exists where two or more people, two or more religions, two or more cultures are confronted, the only acceptable policy and relation is a policy and relation of compromise, acceptance and tolerance. We Europeans need healthy politics of remembrance, but also practical prevention mechanisms against mass atrocities in the future. Remembering the past brings a lot of responsibility with it. Honoring victims as well as taking the necessary steps to assure the fulfillment of international justice is often a path filled with obstacles and challenges. The first step to reconciliation is without any doubt the establishment of good neighborhood relations. In this sense, the European Union has already accomplished a lot. But it must not stop here. The EU was itself established as a peace project, and even in recent years the enlargement policy has proved to be one of the most effective and successful practices in bringing stability and friendly relations to the European neighborhood. It is very important that we continue to explore other practical mechanisms and policies that allow us to effectively deal with our past in order to successfully build our common future. This is the only way to ensure that no European will ever again accept to be a bystander in the face of injustice and atrocity. Dear colleagues, I wish you a fruitful discussion and a successful workshop, and I am looking forward to reading its results. All the best.